right, folks, let's get ready for our next storyteller, none other than Eddie!
Have you done this before? Are you okay?
I'm all right. Yeah. Okay, in 30-some years of parenting, I've learned how important it is for our children to know just how happy and proud we are of them. In those more than 3 decades, my wife, Michelle, and I have parented more than 18 children through foster care, adoption, birth, guardianship, and we've got to witness all these incredible life events, all these wonderful performances, competitions, all these things. And when we sit down and we recall all these incredible things, there's always one memory that inevitably makes me smile and just it warms your heart. It was our son Samme. He was in this competition, and he didn't win. He didn't come in first place, didn't come in second, didn't come in third, came in 4th out of 4. Samme was about 12 years old. He decided he wanted to learn how to skate, to ice skate. And we got him into this ice skating program for kids with special needs. And once a week, he would go to the ice arena, and his little brother, Terrell, who's like 2 months younger than he, would help him. Terrell was an incredible skater, and Samme would just latch onto him and hang out to him, even though Terrell was much smaller than him, and he'd hang on to him, and Terrell would skate backwards, and Samme would try to skate, and after many months, Samme was able to stand on the ice skates by himself with his skates and his helmet and sort of skate. And after the second season of doing this, we decided we'd get him into a Special Olympics competition, right? And if you've never been to Special Olympics, you've got to go. It is the most incredible thing. And for the one in South, in the Detroit area, was out at the Detroit Skate Club, all these different competitions that we're going to have, and he was going to be in speed skating once around the rink. So they set up cones at each of the face-off circles, and he would skate once around, and they would time him. And they grouped the athletes according to those with similar abilities. So he was with 3 other skaters, the 4 of them. It was their turn to go out, and the other 3 skate out to the starting line, and Samme gets there to the door, and he panics. He's not going out there. He's scared. He goes, "No, Tata, I stay with you. I stay with you. You come, Tata." Tata's Polish for dad. "Tata, you stay with me, Tata." And so I step out onto the ice, with my shoes on, and this young volunteer, this teenage girl, comes over, and she's trying to convince him to go. And Sammy's hanging onto the side and hanging onto me, and tells me, "You can't come out on the ice." And she tells Samme, "If you hang out to the side, you'll be disqualified." And she's trying to convince him to go out there. And finally I said, "Samme, it's slippery. I'm going to fall." He said, "Hold her arm." And he grabs her arm. And I step out and I close the door. And he looked at me like this betrayal in his eye. And I hustle around to she skates backwards, gets him over to the starting line. I hustle around to the other side to watch him, and it's me and my wife and a bunch of our other kids. And, a bunch of I'm one of 11 brothers and sisters, so a bunch of my brothers and sisters, their husbands and wives, and all their kids are there. So we got a nice cheering section for Samme. And the whistle blows, and they take off. 1, 2, 3, and there's Samme. And the kids are about a quarter of the way around, and Samme skates over to the side and hangs onto the side. He latches on. He ain't going anywhere. And we're like, "Come on, Samme, go, Samme, go, Samme." And the other athletes are about halfway around, and Sammy's like hanging out to the side. We're like, "Go, Samme, go, Samme." He finally starts moving along, hanging onto the side. He's going to make it around. They're about 3/4 of the way around. He's gone about 20 feet. And they're finishing up. He's about 1/4 of the way around. And we're like, "Go, Samme, go, Samme." And there's this huge cheering section of our family. "Go, Samme, go, Samme." Everybody else is done. And there's Samme, getting to be about halfway around. And we're like, "Go, Samme, go, Samme." Now all the people around us are, "Samme, Samme, Samme." And people are pounding on the glass. "Samme, Samme." There's hundreds of people now. "Samme, Samme." Of course, I'm crying. And it's Samme. He gets about 3/4 of the way around, and he lets go of the side, and he looks up, and he smiles, and he starts skating. The last quarter of it, he's skating. And he gets to the end, and I'm at the door, and he comes off. Of course, I'm smiling. I'm so proud of him, but I'm crying. And he steps off, and he says, "You happy, Tata?" "Yes, Samme, I'm happy." And I gave him a hug.